Hi developers, welcome back to Full Stack Advanced. I'm Zuli. In this tutorial, we're going to be creating a beautiful dark or light mode toggle switch, and it's going to be with a twist. We're not just switching themes, we're using animated sun and moon icons from React Icon to make the experience more intuitive and visually polished. So this project is going to be built with React hooks, basically use states and use effects, and we're going to style with CSS for smooth transition and smooth effects. So we're not using much libraries. The only library we're using is React Icon package. So this is what we're basically building. Right now it's on the dark mode. If I click on this now, it's going to get to the light mode. Okay, if I click on this, you can see there's a difference. So if you ever want to add light or dark mode features to your website, this is the best tutorial for you. So you can add this to your portfolio, add this to your website or your dashboard, whichever one you like. And this tutorial is going to be very seamless. In less than 20 minutes, we're going to be done with this. Make sure you like this video, drop a comment on what you want me to build next, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification because you're going to be getting more of this tutorial. Remember, this is our 30 days coding challenge for React beginners. All right, let's dive into the code. So the first step is to open any code editor of your choice. I'm going to be using VS Code. Then we're going to navigate to our terminal, click on new terminal. We're going to create our project folder in the terminal, but first we need to change directory to our desktop. So cd desktop. Then we're going to create our React app. But before that, I'm going to change directory to another folder where I create the 30 days coding challenge. So I'm going to change directory to 30 days code. Okay, press enter. Now I'm going to create my React app here. npm create vit at latest. The project that we're building now is a toggle switcher. So I'm just going to name it toggle theme hyphen template React. Then press enter. Make sure you're connected to the internet. Now that we have this, we're going to run this. So first we need to change directory to the folder that we just created now. Change directory to toggle theme. Then we're going to install React, npm install. Now that we've successfully installed React, we're going to type this code space, then full stop, then you press enter. This is going to open your React project in a new window. As you can see on the system, now we have the toggle theme here. Then I'm going to close the other one. Then I'm going to expand this. Okay, so this is what we have. Our source, everything is working perfectly well. So now let's open our terminal to run our React app in our local browser. So npm run dev, npm run dev. When you press enter, this is going to generate a link to view your React app in local browser. So you hover on this link, click on follow link. Okay, you should see the default React app like this. Okay, the counter is working. Now I'm going to try to make a change where we have Vits plus React. I'm going to change this to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. This would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Alright, so this is it. Subscribe to my channel. So everything is working perfectly well. We're just going to do some cleanups so that we can use this as we want. Then we'll create this. Okay, so before the cleanup, right here, this is what we're trying to build, right? And we have an icon. We have two icons, by the way. The moon and the sun icon to indicate that we are using the light and dark mode. Okay, so we need to install React icons. So here, I'm just going to type in React icons. And also, just type in React icons. So this is the package here, React icon, the npm package. We're going to come over here and copy the installation code. Then we're going to open a new terminal. And I'm going to paste the installation code that I just copied. Then press enter. Okay, I said just type React icons, right? Because we're going to get icons from here, from this GitHub page. Okay, click on this. And then it will lead you to this page. There are several icons here that you can use from. But the best thing I do is just to type in this search box for whatever icon I want. So if I say moon, it's going to display icons that matches with this keyword moon. So you can see there is a lot of icons here that's been displayed. We're going to come back to this later. But first off, this is still installing. Okay. So while all of this, the installation is going on, we're going to do clean up. Control A, then backspace. So we use REFC to create React snippets. To use this shortcut, you need to have this extension EX7 React Traders React Native extension. Do well to install these so that you can use other shortcuts in React. Okay, so back to business. I'm going to delete app.css. Then our index.css as well. Delete everything. Okay, so we have successfully installed React icons. Now in our source folder, we're going to create our folder, theme, switch. In the theme switch folder, we're going to create two files, theme switch .gsx. Let me copy this so that I won't have to type again. And theme switch.css. Okay, so in the GSX file, REFC to create React snippets. Okay. Then we are going to import our CSS file into our GSX file. So we're going to have import theme switch .css. Okay, so I made a mistake. I'm going to cut this. It's supposed to be import quotes dot forward slash theme switch.css. Okay, so right now in our browser, this is the only thing we should see, app. Let's head over, and the only thing we're seeing here is app. Now we're going to mount our theme switch in our GSX file. Theme switch. Okay, so if we head back to our browser, we should see theme switch. Now let's build this. So I'm going to close the app.css, then we'll start building. The first thing we're going to do here is to create an h1 tag, which is going to take the title. Is going to take either light or dark mode based on our theme. But for now, I'll just give it light as a placeholder. We're going to change this later on. Then we're going to create our the toggle switch with the icon. So I'll have button. In the button will be for the switch. So based on either light or dark mode, the icon is going to be displayed. Okay, so we're going to come back here as well. So before our return statement, I'll press enter. First thing we need to do is to create a state variable that's going to store the theme, light or dark mode, and a setter function to update the theme if there is a change. And by default, we're going to store the theme as light. So here we're going to have const theme, comma, set theme will be equals to use state light. So right now this theme here, this state variable theme is set to light mode. Okay, now that we have that, we are now going to create a function to toggle between the light and dark mode. I'm going to name the function toggle theme. So we're going to have const toggle theme. It's going to be an arrow function, obviously. Okay, and we're going to update the theme. If the theme is in light mode, it should display dark mode, and if it is in dark mode, it should display light mode. If we click on the button, we're going to get to that. Okay, but for here now, set theme, we're using the setter function set theme. Then we open our bracket. Here we're using the ternary operator. So we want to check if theme equals lights, which it is, right? If the theme is light mode, we want it to be in dark. And if otherwise, it should remain in light mode. Okay, so we have this already. The next step now is to apply the theme to the class body when the theme changes. So we want to apply the theme class to body, the body tag, when the theme changes. So we're going to use effects for that. So here, use effects, create our function. Now we know how we do this. Document dot body dot class name equals nothing, an empty string. Then we want to have document dot body dot class lists dot. We want to add the team. We'll use the add function and we'll pass team here. Okay, and we're also going to pass team as the dependency array. Okay, so we have all of this now. Now we can now use this function where we want it, where we want to ensure that if it is on light mode, it should display dark when we click on the button, and if it's on dark mode, it should display light when we click on the button. Right, so for this div tag, I'm going to give this a class name. And the class name is going to be team toggle container. Okay, and this button as well will take a class name. Team icon button. Okay. Now, for this h1 tag, which is the title, we'll open our curly braces. We'll check if the team equals lights, which it is. Then the text that we want to display should be light mode. If otherwise, it should display dark mode. Okay, so this is the title. If our team, this variable here, if it is light, if it is equal to light, which it is right here, we want to display this text light mode. If it is not, it should display the text dark mode. Now for our button, in the button, we're going to use an onClick function to call our toggle team function. Okay. So we're calling the toggle team function so that when you click on the button, which is going to be represented by an icon, it should, if the icon is on dark mode, it should display light. If it is not on dark mode, it should display, if it's on dark mode, it should display light. If it's not on dark mode, it should display dark. Okay, I hope you understand that, but you're going to see that in action now. So now for this button as well, we're going to check if the team is on light mode. Then we want to display this icon, moon icon. So because I've installed React icon, I can just pick from here. So we're going to be using this icon. And if it isn't, we want to display sun. So I'm just going to type in sun, and React is going to suggest list of icons that match with this. So it's currently loading. So there are several sun here. So I'm going to be using this one right here. Okay. And you can as well come here to get your icons. Okay, so this is the moon icon right here. Just need to copy this. Then you're going to place it right here where this is. And then you copy the tag as well. You're going to place it right here where you want to use the tag. Okay, so this is what we have. Now, let's view what we're trying to build. Okay, you can see that the text is changing. We're yet to style the background and the text. But you can see if we click on this, right now, this is sun. If we click on this, it's going to show light mode. If I click on this one, it's going to show dark mode. Okay, now let's style. First off, we're going to add the size to our icon. So here, size. We're going to set this to 38. We'll do the same thing here. I'm just going to copy this. And I'll come paste it right here. Okay, so it's big enough. Now let us style. In our team switch, we'll start with the body. So body dot light mode. We'll set our background color to this color code. And the text color, we'll take this color code. Okay, body dot dark for dark mode. Background color, we'll take this color. And the text color, we'll take this color as well. Then we're going to have the team toggle container. Text align center. We'll have our margin top to be 30 VH. And we'll set transition all 0.4 seconds is. Then we have the team icon button. We'll set the background alone, background to none. Then we'll set the border to none as well. Cursor pointer, margin top of 20 pixels, font size of 2 rem, color is going to inherit the color. Then we'll have transition as well, transform, 0 point transform. Okay, 0.2 seconds is. Okay, let's see. So this is what we have. This is light mode. This is dark mode. Light mode, dark mode, light mode, dark mode. So you can add this to your websites. It's very simple, and in less than 30 minutes you're done with this. If you like what you just learned, please do well to subscribe. I'm Zuli once again. You can follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We have a Facebook page. Please guys, do well to subscribe, like, drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.